Hi guys, it's Granny again. So I wanted to touch base because we just got back the toxicology report for Alex Ray Treviso, Alexei Treviso's baby. Fierro, I guess, was the last name, right? Yes, the toxicology report came back. We're going to, go to, I'm going to share my screen with you. And let's go there and find out what this toxicology report says.
Involving a 19-year-old, okay? She seems younger than she actually is when she speaks. Maybe has had a little bit of a sheltered life, I don't know. She's 19, gives birth to a child in the hospital bathroom by herself. She's in a hospital. She goes in the bathroom, gives birth, then wraps the child in plastic, puts the child in the trash, covers it with more plastic. The child is dead. Now she's charged with murder. And we're all trying to figure out this case. Like, how does this happen? How she's in a hospital, for goodness sake. She's in the hospital. They didn't know that she was in labor? She didn't, call out for a little bit of help? I don't understand it. No one understands it. Take a listen. Here's the charge nurse who was interviewed by police at the scene.
She had taken it and put it in the regular trash, and there's still trash all around the baby. She put it right in the trash can. Then she twisted it and wrapped it underneath him and then set the baby in the bottom. Then she put paper towels on top and then 2 wadded up trash cans or liners. They were clean on top of that, and then she placed a brand new clean liner in the trash can like it was ready to take trash. That's what I found.
Yeah, so you said cold and blue already?
Cold and blue already. His temperature was like 95. No signs of life, no breathing, no respirations, no heartbeat, nothing, no movement whatsoever.
So her name's Alexei Treviso. Now, we spoke with her attorney, and long conversation with him, and it seems they believe that the hospital is responsible here for what happened. It's not a murder case. It's the hospital who perhaps, according to the defense, they may go this way, caused the death of this child. So we got to take a look at the autopsy results and take a look. The cause of death here was asphyxia, suffocation, strangulation by entrapment. Manner of death, homicide. How the injury occurred. Child was tied in a plastic bag. Now, in this autopsy, they said, yeah, there was air in the lungs. The baby took breaths. So how is it not murder? Well, tonight we're going to take a look at the toxicology report. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I can't explain it to you, but caffeine, presumed positive, morphine, 19 nanograms per milliliter, and we believe the morphine was administered by the hospital. Then phentermine, 420 nanograms per milliliter. What does this mean? What does this mean? I need an expert. Let's bring in our guest to help analyze these results. Joining us in Barrington, Rhode Island, board-certified forensic pathologist, Dr. Priya Banerjee. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm trying to understand the toxicology tonight. This is brand new for us. I spoke with the defense counsel. He was talking about the morphine, this 19 nanograms per milliliter. What does that tell you about what happened to this baby?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a complex picture. You know, we have to take sort of forest and trees. I mean, the toxicology is part of the puzzle. Now, I think you're correct that the morphine was given in the setting of her back pain. That was her chief complaint. Now, that's still a therapeutic level. You know, what goes into the mom goes into the baby, right? So that's how we know that the baby even got it.
So is that, you say, a therapeutic level? Could that cause problems for the child? Because, again, the defense may very well argue that the morphine caused the child to die after taking one or two breaths, whatever their expert is going to say.
Right. I mean, these are very complex cases, and I haven't even reviewed like the autopsy itself. With that caveat, though, could it have impacted a newborn's breathing? Potentially, but you have to remember that, you know, like after a C-section, I received other opioids, right, for pain, and that breast milk was still getting into the baby. So I don't think they would have given her anything to harm the baby. Now, could it have impeded breathing? Potentially, but you know, you can't ignore that the baby was very, very like carefully disposed of, right? I think her reaction and the disposal of the baby is the most horrifying part of this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And not calling out for help and not saying anything. That's a big part of this.
Baby, I think, you know, then she should have brought it out to the nurses, etc. But, you know, that's where we get into the nuances of the case. Did the baby cry? Did it not? I do want to put out there, though, that the baby got CPR, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's a very critical element to clarify, because that can artificially inflate the lungs or get air in the stomach. So you don't want to overcall that, you know, and we know she's already at the hospital. They're going to try to resuscitate a baby, you know, not just assume it's dead. So I just want to put these little caveats out there. These are not straightforward cases at all.
No, and I expect a huge battle of the experts if and when this goes to trial. Absolutely. I'm just trying to get a little more perspective here. Now, is it phentermine? I don't...
Yep, it's phentermine.
Phentermine, 420 nanograms per milliliter. Is that a lot? Should someone who's pregnant be taking that? Can that impact the child as well?
I mean, anything the mom takes impacts the child. You have to remember that. Now, this is normally a diet drug. If you recall back in the day, fen, that sort of combination that's no longer used for other medical complications, that it was part of that combination. So, you know, why is she on a diet drug while she's pregnant? It's probably to conceal the pregnancy. You know, I bet her friends or family asked, you know, she's pretty petite from her pictures and even now, right? She's only 5 feet tall and she looks like a slim build. So I'm sure her stomach became prominent. Now, maybe she's saying I'm gaining weight and that's why the phentermine's in her system. This is available. I even checked before I logged on. Like online, you can buy it without a prescription. So it's a traditional diet drug.
Yeah, and what's not clear in the case is whether or not she knew she was pregnant.
Right.
And, you know, she's 19. Does she think she's gaining weight? So she's taking diet pills. And then what impact does that have on the child? What impact does the morphine? A lot of questions in this one. Dr. Priya Banerjee, great to see you tonight. Thank you so much for making a house call.
Take care. Good night.
All right, let's bring our think tank. Friday night.
Okay, so the thing is, I did read somewhere that her peers in school said that she knew she was pregnant. She had already named the baby. She knew it was a boy, and that she was naming it Alex Ray, which is exactly what she did name the baby. So that tells me that she did know she was pregnant. So why was she taking diet pills? I was waiting for that toxicology report to come back because I wanted to know, did the hospital give her something without checking first to see if she was pregnant? Because giving somebody morphine for pain, knowing they're pregnant, is not a good thing. And yes, I know they ask if she is, and she said no, obviously. You know, what's right there? What's right or wrong? They take the patient's word for it, or they go an extra step and figure out, first take toxicology. Goodness. So I don't know. This is going to be a very, very interesting case. Sounds like the defense is going to claim that it was not murder. Sounds like the death certificate that says it is. So I don't know. This case is going to be really interesting, you guys. So we'll keep you updated, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at grannyscrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.